Hi everyone, I am Fede, CTO of Hummingbot, and today I am going to show you how you can trade on Injective. Also, I would like to mention something very important for liquidity providers and traders that are the rewards that you can get. Injective gives you 1 BPS for limit orders. That's pretty cool, a very good incentive to trade on. The second one is that there is a global liquidity market making program that you can earn rewards. It's going live this week, so that's pretty cool too. And the third one is that soon there is going to be a D-miner campaign, so the Hummingbot users can take advantage of this and also get these rewards. Let's review the agenda for today. We are going to start with environment. All that you need to know to trade on Injective, which wallet you can use, how to use Explorer, how to transfer the assets to the Injective network. And then once we have all that ready, we are going to set up Hummingbot. We're going to create an instance of the bot, an instance of the gateway, connect our bot to the Injective network by using our wallet, our private key. And then once we have all the setup ready, we are going to create a dummy strategy with random parameters just to show you how easy it is to configure Hummingbots. Obviously, later on, you should read the parameters or even better, code your own strategy. And once we have all that ready, we are going to let the bot run for 2 hours and then analyze the results. So let's get into it. Here are some key concepts that you probably want to know. Injective is the first specialized interoperable L1 blockchain in the Cosmos ecosystem. For me, one of the coolest features is the decentralized order book infrastructure in terms of trading. In terms of wallet, you can use MetaMask or Kepler, but well, you can try the two of them. Those are the ones that I tried. I personally like more the second one than MetaMask because it lets me see my assets in the wallet. But well, it's up to you which one you want to use. I'm going to show you in a while how you can access the two of them and some particularities of each. To get started, you will need to have some funds in the Injective wallet. There are several ways to do it. Here I will present 4 ways of doing that, but you can choose the one that is more suitable for your needs. The first one is using the Injective HAT bridge. You can bridge assets from Ethereum directly. Also, you can use the bridge of Wormhole to bridge assets from other chains. Fiat on-ramp solutions like Transact or Kato are also live in Injective. So that can be an interesting option if you don't have assets already on crypto and you want to pay them with credit card, Apple Pay, Google Pay. Well, you can check all the options in their webpage. And the fourth one is buying the token in a SEX and then transfer them using the Injective network. Hope that you can try the different options and then select the one that is better for you. Let's get familiar with the UI that we are going to use. In this case, this is Helix. This is the exchange that is implementing the Injective infrastructure. It's important to notice that Helix is not the only exchange that is using the Injective infrastructure. Also, we have Waverly, but here we are just using the UI to see our trades and our orders, since Hummingbot is going to interact directly with the Injective network. So, well, as you can see here, I have the 2 wallets that I mentioned, MetaMask and Kepler. So, well, if I click here on Connect Wallet, you're going to be able to connect the different wallets. One important thing is that MetaMask is more like built for EVM chains. So as you can see here, the address that I have here is an Injective address. And you're going to ask, hey, why the address is not the same as you have it on Ethereum? Well, here, if you click on this drop down, you're going to see that this address is your Ethereum address. So basically what it's doing is like mapping one Ethereum address to this Injective address. So, well, for a wallet that you have in Ethereum, you're going to have one wallet in Injective. It's important to know that if you want to transfer assets, you will need to transfer assets to this wallet address and not to this one, because you're going to lose the Injective tokens that you want to send. Also, if you want to connect the other wallet, it's very easy too. So here you can click on confirm and then connect this other wallet. So, well, as you can see, it's pretty easy. To see the assets, you have to go here to account So here you can see that I have 5 Injective $100 on 3 Atom. In case I disconnect this and then I will connect again to MetaMask, you're going to see that now I can check the MetaMask assets, the asset that I have in MetaMask, sorry. So in this wallet, I have 28 USD. So it's pretty easy. For now, we know which is the UI that we're going to use, how to connect the wallet, how to see our assets. Well, if you want to trade, you can go here to trade on spot, for example. And you will see what I have about running right now. I'm going to stop it in a while. But, well, essentially you can see the UI, you can see where are my orders, you can buy, sell. Something interesting is that they are giving rebates for limit orders. So if you place limit orders, you're going to receive minus 0.01%. This is the Explorer that we have for Injective. It's pretty cool. I like a lot the UI. Here you can search for a transaction, a block, or an address. This is very interesting in case that you have an issue with a transaction or you want to understand something, or probably you would like to know what a big player is doing in the market. So, well, here as you can see, is this, for example, probably is a market maker that is placing a lot of orders. He's doing a kind of spot perpetual arbitrage, can be. Well, this is a good thing of trading on the blockchain. You can understand what others are doing. So is this wallet, I think. So if we spot that wallet, we can see that they have 17,000 in Injective and 121 USDT. So probably is a medium player. Well, we can see transactions. Seems like, yeah, probably is a market maker because it's trading a lot and frequently. So yeah, well, this is a good thing about the blockchain, it's all public. Well, that's all about the general things. We learned how to use the wallets, Explorer, how to trade, all the stuff. So now it's time to learn how we can set up Hummingbot. The requirements that you will need to have before you can follow my steps are install Docker and Docker Compose. For that, go to the official docs of Docker, and based on your operating system, you can install the correct version. And then you will need to have the Injective wallet with some tokens. You can use MetaMask or you can use Kepler. And well, once you know your Injective address, go to Binance. I think that Binance is the cheapest one because yesterday I transferred assets and it cost me like, I think that 20 cents. And when I was trying on KuCoin, it cost me like $1 or something like that. But it's a little bit cheaper, Binance. So probably you can go to Binance, buy some Injective tokens and send them through the Injective network to your Injective wallet. Once you have that ready, you have to go to the Hummingbot deploy examples repo that we are going to reproduce these steps now. There you are going to find a lot of ways to deploy Hummingbot, Hummingbot standalone, Hummingbot plus Gateway. Well, Gateway is one of the components that Hummingbot has that lets you interact with decentralized exchanges. So we are going to need the setup with Hummingbot plus Gateway. Then when we run, we have to copy the compose file, paste the compose file here or use wget and directly copy the file from GitHub. Well, depending on your technical skills is the one that you will prefer to do. We're going to use the copy and paste in this video. Then you have to run docker compose app -d and you are going to see that the two containers are going to start, but the gateway is going to fail. It's going to fail because we don't have the certs at first. We have to generate the certs. Don't worry about these steps because we are going to do them just in a minute. And you also have a video in the Hummingbot YouTube channel that explains how to deploy Hummingbot in different ways. So all of this is well documented in the page of each compose example, and also you have the YouTube video to follow up. This is the deploy examples repo that I mentioned. You can find it in Hummingbot deploy examples. As you can see, you have different ways of deploying Hummingbot in the README they are all explained, and probably you would like to read it and understand which is the difference between them. In this case, we are going to use Hummingbot Gateway Compose. Also, here you have a specific README for each example, and here you have the workaround because, as I mentioned, the gateway is going to fail at first, but well, we are going to go through that process too right now. And if you check the Docker Compose YAML, that is the file that we are interested in, the things that are important for you is the image, because right now it's using the public Hummingbot image. In case that you are a developer and you are creating your own custom version of Hummingbot, you will probably want to change the version of the image that you are using. And well, here you have the gateway, and as you can see, it's commented the gateway passphrase. That is the one that we are going to generate in a while. One important thing that I would like to mention is that the latest version of Injective connector is in the development branch. So for this example, we can't use Hummingbot latest. We are going to use Hummingbot, and the tag will be development. In my case, I have Mac M1, and before this month, we didn't have an image of Docker that is multi-architecture. So we have an image for ARM and an image for AMD64. This month, I worked in a refactor, so in the next release, we are going to have a multi-arch image available, so it will be easier to deploy Hummingbot in any device. Well, let's now copy this. I will open a terminal. I will go to cd desktop, mkdir injective demo, and I will open that in VS Code. Now I have this folder here where we are going to paste the docker compose.yaml file, and as I mentioned, I'm going to use a local image that I have here. Is going to be this one. Well, for now this will be commented. So well, the next thing will be open a terminal and run docker compose app-c. So as you can see, all the containers are created, and well, let's use now the terminal. List the containers here. As you can see, the only one that is up is Hummingbot. Here we can see that gateway is excited, and if we run docker logs gateway, it's going to say that we don't have the certs as we mentioned before. So now we will need to attach Hummingbot. It's going to prompt for password. We're going to enter the password. And well, now we are going to generate the certs. For that, we have to run gateway, generate certs, and select a passphrase. In this case, I'm going to select NA to make it easy. Now, exit. Okay, we are here again. We have to run docker compose down, and it's going to remove the container. If we go back to VS Code now, we can see that this environment that we have here with gateway passphrase is going to be changed. We have to put an A in this case, or if you want to have a more secure and professional, you can use secrets from Docker to do this. Well, now it's time to run the bot again. So for this, we can run docker compose app-d, and it's going to create the container for us. So if we run now docker ps, we can see that we have the two containers, Hummingbot and gateway here. So the two of them are running. We can control that the two of them are okay. So if we attach again Hummingbot, we have to put the same password, and we can see now that gateway is online and we can interact with Injective. So the next thing that we will need to do is to connect to Injective. For that, we are going to use the command gateway connect Injective. Which chain do you want to use? We want to use Injective. We want to trade on mainnet. We're going to use that node URL. And here it says enter your Injective mainnet wallet private key. For this, we have to go to Brave again. And well, the ways, depending on if you have MetaMask or Keepler, they're in different places. But in MetaMask, you can go here, these three dots, details of the account, and here says export private. And in the other wallet, you can go here, go to these, the accounts that you have, three dots again, and here you have view private key. I will do it and paste it in the Explorer. I will use this one. You have to put the password. Okay, now it's connected. I have an issue because the first two characters were 0x and I don't need to put that as a private key. So, well, that was the issue. So now if I run balance is connecting, initializing this session, and now I can see the assets that I have here in Injective. So if I go back here and we go into Helix, we're going to connect the wallet that we connected before, the one that we connected to Hummingbot, that is this one. So, well, here if I go to account, I can see that the assets are the same assets that I have here in Hummingbot. So, well, it's time to create a strategy. So for that, we're going to use the most common strategy that Hummingbot has. In the documentation, you have all the parameters that you can use from that strategy and how to customize it. Or well, if you want to code your own strategy, I would recommend you the Getting Started guide with Hummingbot and scripts that explains you how to place orders, cancel orders, use technical indicators. Well, there are a lot of things to learn from there. So in this case, I'm going to use create pure market making. I'm going to use Injective, and we're going to trade on Injective USDT. In this case, I'm going to set up a strategy with a tight spread. The idea is that we have I don't know if a lot, but some fields. With these fields that we are going to have, we are going to see then the results in the dashboard. So the orders are going to be at 0.02% from the mid price, or 0.5%, and 0.5% the ask, and I want to replace the orders every 10 seconds, can be, or 20 seconds. Yeah, let's put 20 seconds. And the amount of Injective per order, let's put 0.5 Injective. No, I don't want to use the ping pong feature, but I would like to use one feature that I recommend you, that is config hanging orders enabled. Yes, because when you are doing market making, you usually place two orders around the mid price, and it's very difficult that the two of them get filled at the same time. So the hanging orders feature is keeping the other order or the opposite order in the market if one of them gets filled. So when the price reverts to the mean, you capture that and you get the spread per the volume that you were trying to do. So, well, it's all ready. We now have to run start, and the strategy is going to start. Here it's asking me if I want to use that wallet. Yeah, I want to use that one. So here Hummingbot is starting, and well, it's going to get information from the exchange. So here we can go to trade spot, and here we are trading on this pair, so it's all good. Well, now seems like the bot started, is placing the orders, as you can see, and as you can see, we are on the top of the book. with our 0.5 injective. We put a very tight spread. That's essentially all that you need to know about how to set up Hummingbot. I will let the bot run a little bit. As you can see, we're getting some fields. Some interesting commands that you will probably want to know are history, that shows you the trade history. We started the bot 24 minutes. The duration is 24 minutes up to now. And we have like 16 trades already. The P&L is positive. We are doing like 0.01%. If the fees are negatives, that we are getting money. So as you can see, we are making almost 0.009 USDT. Well, another command that can be useful for you is status live. This one, as you can see, as I mentioned, we have the hanging orders feature. We have this buy order hanging here. So it's at 1%, so the market moves 1% up. And we have one hanging order at 1%, one sell order. So well, I will let the bot run for a while, and then I will come back and show you how you can add the dashboard to the Compose example. The Hummingbot dashboard, I introduced it this month too, so it's pretty new. It's in experimental phase yet, and there are some changes in the code base to improve the reporting that are going to be done. But I hope that it's going to be a very good tool for any trader that wants to understand what the bot is doing. Well, the bot has been running for 1 hour and 43 minutes. As you can see, the return is negative in this case. I know why. It's because the price of Injective pumps a lot, and we have a lot of hanging orders of buy orders. This is expected because we selected a bid-ask spread very tight, and also we are checking the results only 1 hour and 45 minutes after this. So probably if the price returns to the additional price, we are going to have some profits. But the idea of this is to show you also how you can use the Hummingbot dashboard to see the results. So for that, we are going to use VS Code. As you can see here, we have the service of the gateway and Hummingbot, and we are going to add a new service that will be dashboard. So container name will be dashboard. The image will be, in this case, it's a private image for now, but dashboard like this. It's a private image that I have in my Docker hub because it's not ready in the open source, but will be ready soon in the Hummingbot repo. You can use it. You can clone the image from my Docker hub if you want. And the only volume that we are going to need is going to be the data folder that is shared. Now we're going to review a little bit the folders. But data folder that is in Hummingbot files, data. This is the one that we are going to use, and we're going to map that to home dashboard data. So that's the setup that we need. Well, as you can see here at the top left, we have the folders that were created with the conf of the gateway and the logs. I forgot to mention this. So here you have access to the logs of the gateway if you want to analyze something. And also you have the same for the client. You have the certificates that we are using, the configuration of the strategy. Here inside the strategy, you can see the configuration strategy that we are running right now. And well, a bunch of things that you can explore about Hummingbot. As you can see here inside the data folder, we have this conf pure market making one SQLite, that is database of the bot. So now to see these changes, we are going to stop the containers. So let's open the terminal and run docker compose down. As you can see, the bot is running here and we are going to kill it. That can be a little bit problematic for you because you have some open orders. So we will need to check what the bot is going to do when it's restarted. So right now it's stopping the bot. All right. Um, okay, now that all the services are stopped, we can see that I missed to add the port to expose the ports. I'm going to use 8501 and 8501 since the Streamlit app is using those ports. And now we have to run docker compose app-d. So all the things are starting. If we go back to the terminal that was closed, now we can run again docker attach Hummingbot. And we can, the gateway is not started yet, but it will take a little bit until the service is ready. Okay, now it's online. So we can import the strategy that we were using before. Hummingbot has a thing that is saved states that is dumping to the database, so we can recover from that state. Everybody just start. It's going to check for the orders. Yeah, we want to continue with this configuration. So it's starting again. And well, if we run status live, once the connection with Injective is started, it's going to start. In the meanwhile, I will show you the dashboard that should be, because we include that in the compose file, should be available here. Okay, if we run localhost 8501, that is the port that we map, we are seeing the dashboard. This dashboard is a little bit general. This strategy performance is intended to analyze just one trading pair, or the performance of one trading pair at a time. And then you have also some extra pages, like for example, cross-exchange token analyzer, that this will let you find different exchanges where this token is listed. So you can search for volume and bid as a spread and set up some cross-exchange market making strategies between two exchanges. So in this case, we're interested on strategy performance. Here you can select the database. In this case, it's conf pure market making 1, the one that we were using, and it's going to explain us all the things that happens to the bot. So as you can see, we lost 0.36 USDT, 36 cents, and the price change was 6.11%. So the trade P&L was minus 38%, but we recover 0.02 due the rebates that Injective is giving to us to place limit orders. So well, here you have some information about the trading activity. You can maximize the graph here and you will see all the trades that you made. So basically we are buying high and selling low, buying high and selling low. That's because we are using a very dummy strategy. But well, here you also have the base inventory change over time. This means that here when the price goes up, we were buying more of the asset, but here when the price continues going up, we start selling a lot of the assets. So the price was going up and we were selling our asset. That's why our P&L was going down. So it's very interesting to see the dashboard, to see the results. You can make some zooms. This is in 3-minute candles. Currently we are using CCXT, but it's very bad, the API to get the candles. So I'm going to create directly a table in the database to store the information of the bot soon. But yeah, you can change here the time frame that you want to use. And if you, for example, we want to analyze the last part of the bot, we can filter that. And we are going to see the last activity that we have here is going to be filtered. Well, That's essentially, well, it doesn't work. Now it's working. That's essentially all what I have to mention about how you can set up Hummingbot, then analyze the results. Well, now we are including the dashboard that is in experimental phase. But yeah, I think that will be very good. So, well, as you can see here, we have the other orders that we have. The bot is already running. We have here the hanging orders that we have before. This is 6.7% away from the mid price. So, well, that's all. I hope that you like it, and well, happy trading.